Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. For me, it's morning here. I just woke up a couple hours ago. I actually slept out here last night. You can see my little tent back there. I've had that tent for years, actually, probably 10 or 11 years. But it was really cold out here last night, probably around between 25 to 28 degrees. And I won't need that tent for much longer because, as you'll see, I'm building a platform right here. This is going to be an insulated floor, and I'm going to put up a canvas wall tent on top of it, and inside the tent will also be a little wood-burning stove. So that'll be my temporary residence when I'm out here at the property. It's much needed because the commute's long. I mean, it's not that bad, but the gas is getting expensive for one thing, and the days are shorter. So if I can stay out here more during the week, it saves me a lot of time, so I can get more work done, and saves me a bit of money on gas. So right now I'm working as much as possible on the platform and getting the framing set up for the wall tent. Hoping to have it done in probably 2 weeks. I'll probably have the actual tent structure up in about a week, but then the finish work on the interior floor might take another week or so. So that's the project right now. I've also been doing a lot of planning on how to set up the water lines and the electrical lines for the property, which I'll go into more a little later when I've got some more substantial stuff to show you. But for now, let me show you around what I've been doing and how I'm putting together this structure for the wall tent. So this is the tent platform, and I'm working on the insulation today again. You can see I'm fitting the insulation in between the floor joists, and you do want to try to get those pieces fit as tight as possible so you don't have any what do they call it, thermal bridging. But I've got to fill up this row here and then a little bit over here. You can see this red line that marks this way is the interior of the tent. That's the exterior porch, which I'm not insulating the floor on. So I need to come up to here with the insulation still today. And I've got these little rests in here. The insulation just rests on here, and yeah, they fit pretty snug. And then on top, I'm putting OSB. I'm doing a whole layer of OSB over the interior floor first, and then the exterior floor is going to have deck planking, treated deck planks, and then on top frame it up, kind of similar to how you'd frame a building actually, and then I'll just be covering it with the tent. And then the interior floor is going to have another layer of plywood over it, and then some kind of finished floor on the inside of the tent. So let's look at the foundations here as well. I use these little foundation piers. The reason why I use these is because this is a temporary building. I don't plan to have this up forever. It'll probably be here a couple of years, and then I'll take it down. This space back here, eventually I plan to put a building back here, so this will come out at some point. But this is the temporary dwelling for now. And you can see the foundations are raised in the front, and then as it goes towards the back, the foundations are buried. So the tops of all these piers are level with each other. So this entire platform is perfectly level. the grading on this pad is not as level as I expected, so I did have to bury these piers pretty deep at the back, but it's good. I didn't have to bury them so much, or I didn't have to raise the front too much to where the wood is still well off the ground, and I actually need to shore up some of this gravel back away from the wood just a little bit more, even it out. But yeah, there's no water that's going to be running and touching any of the wood. This is treated wood, but I still don't want any water running off against it. Yeah, I use these brackets as well. This is the first time I've used brackets like this, and really glad I did, because they made putting these joists in a whole lot easier. But yeah, that's basically the setup here. I've got all my wood stored back here under this tarp. Get this out. So I've got all the wood off the ground, just rested on that 2x4, so there's no water runoff against my wood. And that's pretty much it. You can see here I had my fire out here last night. That was a necessity. It was really cold. That fire felt good, but it didn't last that long. I didn't have enough firewood. I need to cut down that dead tree so I have more firewood this winter. So that's about it for now. Oh, I did get the water main installed down by the road. I'll show you that next time. So I'm not completely off grid. The strategy at this point is use the utilities that I have available to get started, and then get myself established to where I have redundancy with off-grid water and electricity as well. So yeah, perhaps in the next video I'll show you my water main and where I'm going to run the water and electrical lines and how I'm going to lay that out for the whole property. Alright, so I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. I also wanted to show you a couple items that I've been using out here that have really come in handy. The first is the Jackery. This is an electric generator. It's completely silent. This is the Jackery Explorer 1000, and I can hook up 2 solar panels to it and charge it off grid. It's a great generator if you want to be off grid and you don't want all the noise of a gas powered generator. This one is highly recommended. You can get this on Amazon. It's pretty easy to find. It's worth the money if you need some kind of an off-grid power source. This is great. The next one is the Coleman grill that I got. Let's see if I can open this up one-handed. It's got 3 burners in there. This is nice. Just a really good portable, easy way to cook. It's got these little propane tanks. You can hook it up to a big propane tank too. You just gotta change out the hookup piece. But it's a great item. I don't have to cook over a campfire anymore. That's just too much work. It takes too much time right now. This I can just turn it on and start cooking right away. Another little item is this. It's just a insulated drink container, but this thing is great. I've been making chaga tea, bringing chaga out here every morning. It's nice. It keeps it hot throughout the day, and yeah, I need something to keep me warm while I'm out here during the day, because I really don't have time to cook during the day. I only use this if I'm out here in the evening or at night. Also, these beeswax candles are really cool. I got these on Etsy, and I've been using these for a little bit of light source out here. Just some little things to think about if you're kind of doing the same thing I'm doing.